Alright, welcome back to The Greatest Demon Lord, Reborn as a Typical Nobody, Anime Review, Episode number 2. We're here discussing episodes 3 and 4 for the series. So, the conversation basically Olivia wants to have with, of course, Ard, is taken straight to the headmaster's office, where basically he wants him to participate in a competition to, if he wins, it might raise funds for the actual academy to stay open. He's like, no, and give me a chance to think about it. So then, of course, right after this is interesting. So, he's walking in the hallway, and then Jenny just comes and basically asks him out on a date. Yes, this can happen. Because a lot of people tend to think it cannot happen in fiction. That I think this is too foreign for some people to grasp this concept of a woman asking a guy out on a date. A lot of the time, it's usually like, this is a very misconception. This can happen. It's just that people are just not used to the idea of women asking out guys. It's more like guys asking out women. Or, here's one. People think in fiction, even in real life, this happens. When a proposal happens, usually it's the guy doing it. In one film I've seen, I think it was Legally Blonde 1, I think it was, where one of the girls actually proposed to her boyfriend. Right after the lead character was mentioned in the text that she was going to propose to him that very night. And, well, it can happen. So, and then Irina basically chips in. She wants to go on this date too. So I'm like, Ard, you lucky bastard, get this double date in you. And they go on the date. They go to a play, which is a representation of, it's a recreation of supposedly his life. Except there's this woman, Laird, who apparently was definitely his life. And according to him, he didn't say it's the girls because they don't know the fact he's actually that demon lord reincarnated. They have no idea. Probably because basically it's a different hair color. Because when he was demon lord, his hair was silver. Here is black. So they have it where Laird, who did work for him actually, but she was never like a girlfriend of his the way they depict it. Yeah, that was his expression, getting liberties. And then they, of course, let's go to this particular place. And have, of course, you have Verena basically blocking her eyes. And it's also a talk a little earlier about potentially building a harem. Yes, there is talks of that in the actual manga too. So they brought that here, and they walk through what appears to be like the pleasure district because of the girls in the window, and then they overhear a conversation involving people trying to plot to do something to the queen. And he thinks he was going to basically just apologize, be very polite, and go chase after them. But the girls with them instead, so they chase him down. And, of course, point the magic circle that, yeah, that magic circle is quite weak. And knocks all the other guys out. So, the leader of these shady figures turns out to be a freaking demon! A very weak demon, according to Arn, who proceeds to fly. I'm surprised Verna forget the fact he actually can fly. So he flew, and basically, okay, don't worry, I'm a great mage. Like, oh, okay. And of course, he battles the demon, and he wins. And of course, he saves a little girl in the process. And because of this, him, Verna, and Jenny all get an audience with the queen. Which, of course, basically, as a reward for defeating this demon, he's winning a paragon. Of course, he turns it down, but he still gets the rank anyways, along with funding for the school. And of course, Verena, get this, says, "Oh, hi, Rose!" And of course, Aldo was like, "Really? A commoner?" Basically, "Oh, we're friends." And the queen's like, "Yeah, it's right. She is correct about that. We are basically friends." And she has every right to do that. By my order. Of course, it was like, so like a paragon. Of course, no one likes it at all. because of course, because they're commoners, they can't exactly advance because they're basically beneath them. And of course, Verna also gets it too, and Jenny gets the rank of triangle. Okay. And then long after this, we have Verna, where she basically sees a girl hitting on, actually Professor Felix for Arn, and he tried to be polite to her, and of course she gets very angry with him. She walks off, and of course Arn basically, I got a promotion, got a new rank, and then Jenny pays him a visit because, she wants to seduce him. Yes, seriously, she wants to seduce him to possibly take his first time. And then Verna shows up and basically misunderstands kind of the situation because it was all Jenny's doing. And of course, they prepared to tear into a duel. And we have one of the instructors named Jessica. That's her name, Jessica. Convincing the girls, you can fight in the tournament. He doesn't have to. So, they do. And of course, they get to the finals. And as they go into this tournament, and of course you have, just by sheer coincidence, you have Art's parents on commentary for this thing, along with Verna's father, and of course basically she's like, looking at all the girls, because of course she sees that these girls are potential, possibly these girls being the ones giving her grandchildren. That's what she's looking for anyways. Because she's looking at their cleavage and how the skirts wrap around their hips, because she really wants some grandchildren, despite the fact Arnold's only 16. He has plenty of time. And of course, Olivia just happens to be sitting right next to him, and all goes well until they get to the finals when the demons attack. Yes, demons attack again. And of course, everybody handles the problem. Jessica volunteers to stay with the girls. That's until basically Verna's father takes out a golem, and then he's basically stabbed in the back with a hand. It's basically not even Inuyasha with this scene, and supposedly kill him just to take Erna for some reason. Why her? It's not really very clear at this point. Of course, she offers to go with her in exchange for not harming Jenny, and she does. And you're thinking, where's Arn? He's probably find demons. He'll definitely find about this. Don't worry. And he's like, don't mess people I care about. Yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting, basically, for many episodes of this season. Yep. But yeah, that's particularly a particular view. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Next up we have is, we have 3 anime. Hopefully, first will be New Saga. Okay. See you. Bye.